go fast. So, we're going to go fast. Who's ready?
Yeah.
Come on in, sit down quickly. Yeah, please, can we shut the door? All right, 2022 NJCL Certamen Novice Division, round 3. Toss-up number 1 for all teams. In what year did the Roman Empire see a plague, a fire in Rome?
A3.
61 AD.
Sorry, 61 AD is not correct. Novice, go ahead and clear it. In what year did the Roman Empire see a plague, a fire in Rome, and the eruption of Mount Vesuvius? In what year did the Roman Empire...
B2.
76 AD.
I'm sorry, 76 AD is not correct.
C1.
79 AD.
79 AD is correct. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius was the last thing. Bonus 1 for Team C. What darling of mankind saw these events happen during his short reign that lasted until 81 AD?
Can you read the question?
What darling of mankind saw these events happen during his short reign that lasted until 81 AD?
Nero. Yeah. Nero, final answer.
I'm sorry, Nero is not correct. This is Titus. Bonus 2, the popular Titus did ignite controversy among Roman nationalists when he carried on an affair with which Jewish princess?
I have no idea. Just take it from that. Just say her name. Just say that
Aurelia, final answer.
Sorry, Aurelia is not correct. This is Berenike. So that is 10 points for Team C on toss-up number 1. Toss-up 2 for all teams. Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived...
B2.
Sorry? Okay. I'm going to clear it for the other 2 teams. Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Illusion, translucent, lucid, Lucifer.
A3.
Illusion.
Illusion's correct. Bonus 1 for Team A. Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Longevity, elongate, longitude, prolong.
Can you repeat the question?
Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Longevity, elongate, longitude, prolong.
Longitude, final answer?
No, sorry, they are all from the same root. Trick question. Bonus 2, which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Circumference, ferrous, defer, referee.
Can you repeat?
Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Circumference, ferrous, defer, referee.
Time.
Answer, please.
Ferris.
Ferris is correct. That's 15 points for Team A on toss-up 2. Toss-up number 3 for all teams. Make the Latin adjective collidus, collida, collidum agree with the Latin noun scriptric.
B1.
Answer, please.
Collida.
Collida is correct. The word was scriptrix. Collida. Bonus 1 for Team B. Now change this phrase, scriptrix collida, to the genitive plural. Now change this phrase, scriptrix collida, to the genitive plural. Answer, please.
Speak tricum collidarum.
Scriptricum collidarum is correct in bonus 2. Finally, give the correct form of collida to complete the blank in the following sentence. Puella pecuniam scriptricibus blank dedit.
Could you repeat?
Finally, give the correct form of collida to complete the blank in the following sentence. Puella pecuniam scriptricibus blank dedit.
Time.
Actually,
Colleges.
Collidis is correct. That's 20 points for Team B on toss-up 3. Toss-up 4 for all teams. What Roman god, sometimes identified as a patron of astronomy?
A3.
Apollo.
Sorry, Apollo's not correct. No place? Okay, go ahead and clear it. I'll start over for the other two teams. What Roman god, sometimes identified as a patron of astronomy due to the planet that bears his name?
B2.
Mars. B2?
B2.
Mars.
I'm sorry, Mars is not correct. Go ahead and
C2.
Jupiter.
Sorry, Jupiter is not correct. The full question, what Roman god, sometimes identified as a patron of astronomy due to the planet that bears his name, and as the protector of thieves because of his juvenile record, is identified with the Greek Hermes? We are looking for Mercury. No points on toss-up 4. Toss-up number 5 for all teams. Using the verb fugio, say to Libya in Latin, Libya, run away from danger.
C1.
Fugi.
I'm sorry, fugi is not correct.
A3.
Livy. Fugi.
I'm sorry, Livy fugi is not correct. Okay, go ahead and clear it for
B1.
Livia, Fugi, Odd, Livia.
No, sorry, that's not correct. Livy fugi, fuge, odd Livion is not correct. Sorry, you said Livia fugi, odd Livion. And it's not correct. Just want to make sure. So Livia fuge a periculo. Or fuge periculum. Either construction would work. So no points on toss of 5, and after 5, let's check on the score.
Okay, Team A, Ohio has 15, Team B, Georgia has 20, Team C, California has 10.
Toss up 6 for all teams. The transformation of Phineas and Atlas was brought about by which woman's decapitated
B2.
Medusa.
Medusa's correct. Medusa's head, which had the power to turn people to stones, Medusas. Bonus 1 for Team B. Phineas was the brother of Cepheus and the uncle of what Ethiopian princess?
Could you repeat?
Phineas was the brother of Cepheus and the uncle of what Ethiopian princess?
Time.
Answer please.
No, it's
Okay. The answer is Andromeda. Bonus 2, Atlas was turned into a mountain range, holding up the sky because he could not avoid the sons of Zeus, despite the warning of which Titanus of justice and law.
time.
Answer please.
No answer.
Okay. It's Themis. Themis is the Titanus we were looking for. 10 points for Team B on toss up 6. Toss up 7 for all teams. Which people humiliated the Romans by forcing them?
A3.
The Samnites.
The Samnites is correct. By forcing them to pass under the yoke at the Battle of Caudine Forks in 321 BC. Bonus 1 for Team A. The Battle of Caudine Forks took place during what war?
The Samnite War. Final answer.
I need you to be more specific.
The Second Samnite War.
The Second Samnite War is correct. Bonus 2. What Samnite leader demanded this action in exchange for the soldiers' lives?
Vercingetorix. Final answer.
Vercingetorix is not correct. His name is Gallius Pontius. So that is 15 points for Team A on toss-up 7. Toss-up number 8 for all teams. What Latin adverb, used to indicate a spelling mistake by the original author, also begins the motto of Virginia?
B1.
Seek.
Seek is correct. Blank semper tyrannis. So you get the visual, and you might have heard that you get to keep the visuals from this round, and one of the novice visuals throughout all the rooms has been signed by all of the moderators. And you can get some good resale value on that. So you may be the lucky winner. Make sure we don't have a signed one that you're holding up to. Okay. All right, you now have 5 seconds to examine the visual. Bonus 1. What state name is missing from the seal labeled B?
I still got questions. Kansas.
I'm sorry, Kansas is not correct. We were looking for Idaho. Bonus 2. What Latin motto is missing from the seal labeled D?
Essay Clonwood.
Essay Clonwood is correct. That is 15 points for Team B on top of 8. Toss up 9 for all teams. What did the Romans ferment to make vino?
A3.
Grapes.
Grapes is correct. What did the Romans ferment to make vinum? It's grapes. Bonus 1. What did the Romans get when vinum spoiled?
Spoiled wine. Final answer.
Can you give me more information?
Wine that has spoiled. I don't know.
That's not more information. I'll give you another chance though.
No answer.
Okay. So what we're looking for was vinegar, or acetum, which is Latin for vinegar, or sour wine. But wine that has spoiled, it just follows logically from the question. We'll go ahead and write it down, but I don't see us giving any points for that. Although it was close. 15 points. Oh no, I haven't read the bonus 2. Bonus 2 for Team A. The parts of what animal were fermented by the Romans to make garum?
Fish. Final answer.
Fish is correct. That's 15 points for Team A on toss-up number 9. Toss-up 10 for all teams. Of the Latin nouns auriga, iter,
A3.
Iter.
iter is correct. The full question. Of the Latin nouns auriga, iter, primium, socius, and umbra, which is a synonym for via. And it was iter. Bonus 1. Of the Latin nouns auriga, iter, primium, socius, and umbra, which is being described by this Latin sentence. Curum in circo maximo agebat.
Auriga. Final answer.
Auriga is correct. And bonus 2. Of the Latin nouns auriga, iter, primium, socius, and umbra, which is being described by this Latin sentence. Datum est victori ubi in ludo vincit.
Can you repeat?
Of the Latin nouns auriga, iter, primium, socius, and umbra, which is being described by this Latin sentence. Datum est victori ubi in ludo vincit.
Socius. Final answer.
No, sorry, socius is not correct. This is primium, which is a prize. So that is 15 points for Team A on toss of 10, and after 10, let's check the score.
Alright, Team A, Ohio has 60, Team B, Georgia has 45, Team C, California has 10.
California.
Toss of 11 for all teams. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice, then answer the questions that follow in Latin. Narcissus erat puer pulcher, et multi juvenes et puellae eum amabant. Narcissus autem se solum amabat. Numpa echo narcissum diu amaverat. Sed de suo amore ei nunquam dicere poterat. And I'm repeating the passage. Narcissus erat puer pulcher, et multi juvenes et puellae eum amabant. Narcissus autem se solum amabat. Numpa echo narcissum diu amaverat. Sed de suo amore ei nunquam dicere poterat. And the question, quem narcissus amabat?
B2.
Solum amabat.
Can you be more specific? Okay, let's go on to,
A3.
Himself.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
C3.
I was about to say the same thing as the first person who touched him.
Okay. Alright. 1 second then. Okay. Okay. So, the answer is narcissum. The question was quem narcissus amabat narcissum, or neminem, or se solum amabat. So you had part of it, which came from the passage, but I really needed say. Because he loved himself. And the reason I can't take your answer is because I needed it to be answered in Latin. We are going to read Team B the Boni. They were close and really don't want to be figuring out extra Boni if we were wrong tomorrow morning before semifinals. So, you ready for some passage Boni? Bonus 1 for Team B. Echo non est homo, qualis est echo.
Can you repeat the passage?
Narcissus erat puer pulcher et multi juvenes. I need your answer.
Hold on.
No, I'm sorry. Puella is. Can you give me more information? In Latin. No, sorry. We were looking for. So she's not a person known as homo. She's a nympha. She's a nymph. So that's what we're looking for. Bonus 2, quid echo non facere poterat.
Can you repeat the passage?
Narcissus erat puer pulcher, et multi juvenes et puellae eum amabant. Narcissus autem se solum amabant. I need hearing.
Non poterat amare cateris.
No, sorry. She was able to love, but she wasn't able to dicere amorem. She wasn't able to tell her love or speak her love. So we're going to award no points on toss-up 11, but just in case, we will check on the toss-up answer. So no points on toss-up 11. Toss-up 12 for all teams. Who married a stranger from Corinth as a result of the correct answer to the Sphinx's riddle?
A3.
Oedipus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
C2.
So I was gonna say the same thing.
C2.
Sorry, I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay. We have B. Okay, go ahead and clear it. Team B only. Who married a stranger from Corinth as a result of the correct answer to the Sphinx's riddle, unaware that the stranger was her son, Oedipus? Who married a stranger from Corinth, and as a result of the correct answer to the Sphinx's riddle, unaware that the stranger was her son, Oedipus?
Cassandra.
I'm going to
Yeah.
disqualify you for answering my turn. The answer is Jocasta. So no points on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13 for all teams. Which man was said to have seen a cross?
B2.
Answer, please.
Odysseus.
Sorry, Odysseus is not correct.
A3.
Constantine.
Constantine is correct. Was said to have seen a cross in the sky and the words, "In this sign you shall conquer," in Greek prior to the Battle of the Milvian Bridge in 312 AD. It's Constantine. Bonus 1, which son of Maximian did Constantine defeat at the Milvian Bridge?
Maxentius. Final answer.
Maxentius is correct. And bonus 2, which co-Augustus did Constantine defeat in battles at Adrianople and Chrysopolis in order to gain sole rule by 324 AD?
No answer.
All right, the answer is Licinius. So that's 15 points. 14A on toss of 13, toss of 14 for all teams. Your JCL chapter is preparing food for the year-end celebration. Using the verb coquo, how would you tell your friends in Latin, "We are cooking"?
B1.
Sorry, coquamos is not correct.
C1.
Coquam.
Sorry, team A is disqualified for answering out of turn.
Coquamus.
Sorry, coquamus is not correct. The answer we were looking for was coquimus. No points on toss of 14, toss of 15. What man ultimately deemed that the Greek inscription Kalliste, meaning "for the fairest," referred to
C2.
Paris.
Paris is correct. Referred to Aphrodite when conducting his judgment of three goddesses. It's Paris, bonus 1. On what was this Greek word inscribed?
Apple. Apple. I was just say apple.
It's in
I defer to C2. Apple, final answer.
Apple is correct. And bonus 2, on what mountain near Troy had this judgment taken place?
It's Cythera or something. No, it's not. We just say Cythera. Just say what? Yeah. Just go ahead. Final answer, Cytheron.
No, Cytheron is not correct. This is Mount Ida. So that's 15 points for Team C on toss of 15. And at the 3/4 mark.
Actually, just one comment about the coquemus. Could it be taken as the future if we are cooking, because we will be cooking?
So, score after 15.
Okay. Team A, Ohio has 75. Team B, Georgia has 45. Team C, California has 25.
Toss of 16 for all teams. The Parisii were a group of Gauls that dwelled near the Seine River and gave their name to the modern city of Paris. What name did the Romans use to refer to this?
B1.
Aluminum.
Sorry?
Aluminum.
Sorry, Luinium is not correct.
A3.
Ustrinia.
Sorry, Ustrinia is not correct. Go ahead and clear it. The Parisii were a group of Gauls that dwelled near the Seine River and gave their name to the modern city of Paris. What name did the Romans use to refer to this city?
Andy, can you repeat the question?
No, I've read it twice. And I'm going to call it adequate time. It's Lutetia. Lutetia is the name we're looking for. No points on 16. Toss up 17. Responde latine. Quote pedes cani sunt.
A3.
Quator.
Quatuor is correct. Bonus 1 for Team A. Responde latine. Quote pulmones porco sunt.
Can you repeat?
Responde latine. Quote pulmones porco sunt.
Unas. Final answer.
No, I'm sorry. Unus is not correct. The question was, how many lungs does a pig have? It's 2. Duo. Bonus 2. Responde latine. Quote oculi septem delpinis sunt. Yes, please.
Quart decem. Final answer.
Say it again.
Quator decem. Final answer.
Quatuor decem is correct. That is 15 points for Team A on toss up 17. Toss up 18 for all teams. Which of the following phrases does not belong because of grammar? Circum urbem de libris.
A3.
Circum urban.
Sorry, circum urbem is not correct.
C1.
De urbis.
Sorry, de urbis is not correct. Okay, for Team B only. Which of the following phrases does not belong because of grammar? Circum urbem de libris in inimicos per januam. Which of the following phrases does not belong because of grammar? Circum urbem de libris in inimicos per januam.
B2.
Sorry, in inimicos is not correct. The answer is de libris. And so I couldn't take your answer because you didn't give the phrase from this. Although you were clearly thinking of the phrase when you said de urbis. So no points on toss up 18. Toss up 19 for all teams. What man interrupted his journey to Iolcus to carry a
A3.
Jason.
Jason's correct. Carried a disguised goddess across a river, earning her help and favor when he led the Argonauts. Jason, bonus 1. What object did Jason lose while he was helping Hera across the river?
His shoe. Final answer.
His shoe.
His sandal.
Yeah. I was about to prompt you. And yes, sandal is what we were looking for. Bonus 2. Jason was traveling to Iolcus to visit what man? His uncle.
Eurystheus. Final answer.
Sorry, Eurytheus is not correct, it's Peleus. So that is 15 points for Team A on toss-up 19, and before the final toss-up, let's check the score.
Okay, Team A, Ohio has 105. Georgia, Team B has 45. Team C, California has 25.
Okay. Toss-up 20. All team, can we just stay until we have one more toss-up? Toss-up 20. From what Latin verb do we derive indoctrinate?
A3.
Doko meaning to teach.
Sorry, doko meaning to teach is not correct.
C1.
Dokeo meaning to teach.
Dokeo meaning to teach is correct. The words were indoctrinate and doctor. Bonus 1, from what Latin verb do we derive improv and envision?
What do you guys think?
Video.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
no.
improvisation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I defer to C2.
Video meaning I see.
Say again?
Video meaning I see.
Video meaning I see is correct. Bonus 2, from what Latin verb do we derive scrivener and proscription?
Scribble meaning to write. Scribo, scribere.
Yeah.
Scribere to write.
Scribere to write is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on top of 20. And now let's have the final score.
Okay, Team A, Ohio, 105. Team B, Georgia, 45. Team C, California, 45.
All right, this was the final preliminary round. So semifinals will be determined based on the scores of the first 3 rounds.